Both Marvel movies have very good reviews and a rabid fan base, but only one will be king of the domestic box office. Marvel Studios View Gallery 41 photos. Will Avengers: Infinity War reach the level of Black Panther in North America? 3 months ago, that question would be sacrilege. However, in its 10th weekend, Black Panther is still in the top 10, where it likely remains for at least one more weekend. It should end up around $700 million domestic gross, $1.360 billion worldwide. Almost certainly, Avengers will best Black Panther in worldwide gross. Black Panther made about $650 million overseas, but recent top Marvel releases, including Avengers: Age of Ultron, saw about a 65/35 foreign to domestic share, with close to $1 billion overseas. Opening weekend estimates for Avengers: Infinity War are about $200 million, give or take $20 million. Black Panther opened to $241.90 over the President's Day holiday weekend. Here are the cases for Black Panther and for Avengers: Infinity War. As always, all box office figures adjusted. Black Panther. Why Black Panther could gross more? Black Panther was a standalone social phenomenon backed by strong reviews and original elements that made it stand out earlier this year, with limited blockbuster competition. It's hard to see what factors another Avengers title has that come close to duplicating its appeal. At $700 million, it will effectively tie with the first Avengers 2012 as the biggest Marvel, or for that matter, comic book universe film when adjusting to 2018 ticket prices. It's a very big number, indeed the biggest other than Star Wars: The Force Awakens in 2012. Only once before, in 2015, with Force Awakens and Jurassic World, have two films released in the same year reached that total. Two in the first half of a year would be unprecedented. With other genres, the longer it's been since the last hit, the bigger the boost for the next. It's been 72 days since Panther was released, the shortest gap ever between major Marvel movies. The first, Avengers, grossed $705 million, the second $491 million. Historically, when a third Marvel entry outgrosses its predecessors, it's beating titles that fell in the $200 million to $400 million range. To achieve $500 million for the third installment would be terrific. It's great for any film. To hit $700 million would be historic. We have a recent precedent of an ensemble title that followed a big comic book success. Wonder Woman, late last summer, surprised the industry as a female superhero film, grossing over $400 million. Justice League followed 5 months later with all major DC Comics characters, including Wonder Woman, and grossed around $230 million. The momentum did not carry forward. Avengers: Infinity War. Marvel Studios. Why Infinity War could gross more? Black Panther changed everything. Yes, they have been on steroids for years, 9 films over $400 million so far, but with Panther approaching $700 million, it proved the brand's power is even more vital than its fans might have expected. The two Avengers titles and Panther are 3 of the 5 biggest Marvel titles ever, and the new Avengers title could be primed for equal success. Panther also added a lot of viewers who are generally less interested in Marvel films. Unlike some studios, Disney doesn't release racial, ethnic demographics, but a 2015 study of Facebook Marvel fan sites showed 11% of its members were African American and 19% were Latino. According to studies outside Disney, Black Panther showed opening weekend audiences as 35% African American, 17% Latino. Panther clearly shows Marvel's appeal is universal, but that title, not unexpectedly, thrived with Black moviegoers, who normally are 14% of ticket buyers. In addition to the Black Panther, Infinity features most Marvel characters, Sony's Spider-Man, but not Fox's X-Men or Deadpool. Is the carryover interest worth $100 million, $200 million to Infinity? It will need to happen to achieve parity. Avengers: Infinity War starts the summer movie season in the last weekend of April, one weekend before the May date owned by Marvel since Spider-Man 3 in 2007. That extra week of breathing room is great strategy. The mid-February release of Black Panther had the luxury of limited competition. It grossed 5 times as much as any other 2018 release, an incredible dominance. It will be May soon, and big films will open, but in its first 3 weeks, Avengers faces only Melissa McCarthy's Life of the Party as a would-be breakout hit. Marvel's own Deadpool 2 and Disney's own Solo, a Star Wars story, come up May 18th and May 24th, taking some of the wind out of the sales, with a $200 million opening weekend, and $250 million or more in the first week. Avengers could reach $500 million after 3 weeks, just as summer is about to begin. A great initial response means it could soar much higher.